So I have lost 60 pounds in 9 months since having my son, and I had an interaction with him yesterday that was just a great weight loss lesson for me, and I just have to share it with you guys. It's gonna blow your mind. So he's just starting to walk, and he can kind of walk along things. He can't walk by himself yet. And the other day we were in our basement and we were just hanging out, and I was helping him practice, and he would pull himself up on the coffee table, and he was holding with one hand. And so his balance was really iffy, right? And to make sure he didn't fall over, he squeezed his butt together really, really, really hard. Really hard. And then he started to have like butt dimples everywhere, like little bum cellulite. And it was so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, his bum cellulite's adorable. And then he started to shake his legs a little bit because he was getting tired, and his inner thighs would jiggle. And I was like, oh my God, his leg jiggle is so adorable. And then he started to sway because he was getting really tired and about to fall over, and it would give him like a double chin when he swayed back. And I was like, oh my God, his double chin is adorable. And then after this whole experience transpired, I was kind of alone, and I was thinking, and I was like, I just loved these things about my son, but I hate them about myself. My cellulite, my rolls, my jiggles, my double chin when I used to have one. And it was crazy to me. We love them in our babies. We love them in our kids. We love them in our preteens and our teenagers. But then when it comes to ourselves, now they're flaws. It was just a crazy realization to me that we were born with these things. You were born literally with butt cellulite and jiggly thighs and double chins. Like, you were born with this stuff. At what point did we start hating ourselves for it? And it blew my mind because, the body positivity movement, I think it has gone too far in terms of like, love your body weight, love the fat on your body. And I don't think that's what the true essence of body positivity should be. Body positivity should be about, I love all the things that I can't change about me. I love and accept all the things I can't change about me. The cellulite, right? The stretch marks, the dimples, the freckles, the stray weird nipple hairs that grow, So it's like, at what point did it go from adorable and cute and beautiful? His bum had cellulite because he was strong and holding his place. His legs had jiggles because he was working really, really hard. And his chin was a double chin because he was really trying to focus. These are beautiful, wonderful things. And these so-called flaws were created from great things, yet they're not good enough when they're on us. The way that you speak about your body, the way that you speak about yourself, the way that you judge yourself, the way that you condemn yourself, the way that you carry guilt and judgment when you mess up, when you're not perfect, when you don't look your best. We would never speak to our children that way. I would never, when I was 80 pounds overweight, I would never speak to my son the way that I spoke to myself. And it's crazy because maybe the whole reason we're struggling with weight and health in the first place is simply because of how we look at it, and simply because of how we look at ourselves. You are beautiful. You are natural. There's nothing wrong or flawed with you. And if you want to make improvements, that's awesome. Make improvements. But I guarantee you, when you are trying to make improvements, you will not enjoy the journey if you don't accept the way that your body is now, the things that you can't change. Right? I've got breastfeeding boobies. They ain't as perky as they used to be. I'm not going to be mad or sad that I don't have 15-year-old boobs up to my chin, I accept my breastfeeding boobs because they're nurturing and nourishing my son. And I'm not going to try and fix my boobs. But what I will do is continue to be strong and try to do more push-ups in a row and be able to squat and hold my son at the same time. It's like, what are we doing this for? We've just crapped all over ourselves and spoken so negatively about ourselves for so long, we forget why we're even trying to be healthy in the first place. Like, there's so many reasons to drive you towards making this change or continuing to be healthy or continuing on your weight loss journey. Like, think about what you would say if your child was in the same position that you are in right now. How would you speak to them? You would breathe life into them. You would encourage them. You would motivate them, because you know that the negative feedback loop and that negative self-talk never motivated anybody. It doesn't work. Why do we keep doing it to ourselves? It has not been working. It is the reason you are stuck. If you don't like yourself, it doesn't matter what journey you start. You have to start to accept yourself where you are in order to be happy when you get somewhere new or somewhere evolved or embracing your transformation. If I snapped my fingers and you lost 20 pounds tomorrow, you'd feel good. You'd think you're hot in the mirror. But those habits of bad self-talk and not speaking to yourself like you're your own child or your own best friend, it's going to keep getting you back to where you are. See, it's not about how you lose weight. It's about how do you speak to yourself as you lose the weight. Because a lot of times, weight loss isn't a problem. Because there's a lot of diets out there, a lot of crash diets, a lot of quick fixes. You can go lose the weight. It might not be super pleasant, but you could manage it. You probably have in the past. But why do we gain it back? Or why do we plateau, get stuck, lose motivation, and fall off? Because we're not enjoying the journey. We are forgetting that it is about loving ourselves and respecting ourselves. The highest form of self-respect is taking care of yourself. Why are we forgetting that? That comes first. But like really taking care of yourself. And you can even take it to the next level and say, it's about taking care of your future self, not your present self. Because your future self will thank you for sacrificing today. Requires sacrifice to level up. But for some reason, we're sacrificing the positivity. We're sacrificing the self-love. That's not how this is going to work. And so I just, looking at my beautiful baby boy, all the stuff that I love about him, I used to hate about myself. And it doesn't even make sense because my mom loves all those things about me. And if she can love them, why can't I? And I know that's a journey and I know that that's a process. But you have to be aware of how detrimental it is to hate those things. It doesn't even make sense. How can you love them here and hate them here? It doesn't make sense. Until you truly love who you are and embrace who you are and what you have, you can't fully love something else, someone else. And so you're depriving the people of your life of the best version of you. And so it was a very eye-opening moment for me. And at this point in my life, I've gone through my transformation. I've lost a ton of weight. And I've really worked on my self-talk, and it's not really a problem anymore. But every now and then I catch myself. I'll walk by a store window and I'm like, oh, oops, not today. Right? I'll catch myself doing stuff like that. But I would never in a million years ever say that to my children. Or I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't say it in the way that I would say it to myself. And so this is just a reminder, a PSA, love yourself. But also, don't just do the things that show it. Speak the things that show it. If you love it in your kids, love it in yourself. It's the first step to losing weight. If you're going to start your weight loss journey and constantly say, God, I'm so fat. God, I'm so ugly. Nothing ever fits me. This is so hard. It's never going to work. Then it's never going to work. That's how the universe works. It gives you what you ask for. If you're speaking down on yourself, you're not asking for very much, are you? Start asking for more. You deserve more. And you literally don't have to do anything to deserve more. You just have to want more. And you deserve it. Expect more of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Have fun. Life is short. Have fun. Life is short. Lighten up. Breathe. You woke up alive today. Nothing else matters. You're okay. And I think we forget that sometimes, especially when it comes to weight loss. It's like do or die, good or bad. No. It's forever. Health is forever. You start, you never stop. If you've been stopping, you've been missing a component. And that component has nothing to do with the meal plan you're on or the workouts that you do. It's what's going on up here. Start there first. And every day, my son reminds me to do that. And I hope now that you have a reminder too.